Reports are stating that Tottenham Hotspur Football Club are now interested in Southampton midfielder James Ward-Prowse, and a bid is expected to be placed next week. Dennis Sirkin has now left Spurs and has joined Sunderland on a permanent transfer. A club legend has said it is simple: spend money and you keep Harry Kane. And the former Tottenham Hotspur boss Harry Redknapp has stated that Harry Kane won't be leaving Spurs, as they will be blocking the move to Manchester City. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's video, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. And if you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Just before I get into today's video, do check out the interview with Tottenham Hotspur legend Mickey Hazard that I posted last night. And also look out for a video later on today, as I'll be talking to Tottenham Hotspur legend Ledley King, previewing this weekend's Manchester City match. Let's start the video with some official news from Tottenham Hotspur Football Club that was released last night. It states we have reached an agreement with Sunderland for the transfer of Dennis Sirkin. The 19-year-old left-back made 14 appearances for our under-23 side in the Premier League 2 last season, and has also been named on the bench on 5 occasions for our first team during his time at the club. We wish Dennis all the best for the future. Now, my thoughts on this: Dennis Sirkin to Sunderland on a permanent transfer. I was hoping when I saw this news that it was going to say somewhere in the statement that it was only a loan and not a permanent deal, because Dennis Sirkin is a player for the future, a real talent, and did very well for the Tottenham Hotspur under-23s last season. I just think it's a real shame that we have let such a quality player go. I understand it from his point of view, because we are very strong in the left-back position. Of course, we've got Sergio Reguilon, we've got Ben Davies and Ryan Sessegnon, all itching to get that first team place in the starting 11. So I've no doubt that Dennis Sirkin probably thought that his time wouldn't come, certainly in the near future. But I have no doubt whatsoever that Dennis Sirkin has a bright future ahead and a real talent for the future. I just think it's a shame that we have let him go. Now, Tottenham Hotspur's first Premier League game of the 2021-2022 season is just 3 days away. We will face the champions Manchester City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium at 4:30 p.m. kickoff. Well, BBC Sport have given an injury update on the Manchester City front, and it states another injury blow for the defending champions. Phil Foden is likely to miss Manchester City's first 3 league games against Tottenham Hotspur, Norwich City and Arsenal, with the foot injury that he suffered at Euro 2020. A report has been published by the Daily Express, and they are stating that Tottenham are preparing a move for James Ward-Prowse to rectify Mauricio Pochettino's mistake. Tottenham are in the market for a new midfielder to join Nuno Espirito Santo's side this summer. It states that Tottenham have reportedly revived their interest in signing James Ward-Prowse, with a potential bid coming before the transfer window closes. Spurs have already added 3 new faces to their squad this summer. And according to the Daily Telegraph, it is being claimed that Spurs are set to battle with Aston Villa for the signature of midfielder James Ward-Prowse. Aston Villa have already raided the South Coast club, having recently signed Danny Ings, but Dean Smith's new top target is said to be his former teammate. Spurs have been long-term admirers of James Ward-Prowse, though, and was a target of former boss Mauricio Pochettino. The Argentinian coach also worked with the English midfielder during his time as Southampton coach. Ward-Prowse became a regular for Southampton during Pochettino's 16-month stint in charge at St Mary's, and he was continually linked with a move to Tottenham whilst Mauricio Pochettino was in charge of the North London club, but a move failed to materialise. And now it appears, though, that Tottenham are ready to test Southampton's resolve for the 26-year-old. It is being claimed that Spurs are preparing to make an approach next week following the first round of Premier League fixtures. Spurs begin their season with a tough fixture against Manchester City on Sunday before facing off against Wolves a week later. Dele Alli and Oliver Skipp could be expected to feature heavily against Manchester City, having started Tottenham's last 4 pre-season friendlies. Now, my thoughts on this: James Ward-Prowse, a very decent, hard-working midfielder who can score set pieces. He did this against Spurs a year or two ago at St Mary's, a fantastic free kick he scored. 26 years old, England international. Would he fit in well at Spurs? I think he would. You know, we've been linked with him many, many times. Ever since Mauricio Pochettino took over at Spurs, and then, of course, under the management of Jose Mourinho, and now for a third consecutive manager in Nuno Espirito Santo. I think if Tottenham can get him for the right price, I would like to see him in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt. Spurs legend David Ginola has been talking on TalkSport all about the Harry Kane situation, and he stated it is very simple, actually. He said, for Harry Kane, it is a very simple question. Would I want to stay and make Spurs great? That's another question. It is a huge task for Daniel Levy because the fans are waiting for the decision, and hopefully the decision will be for Harry Kane to stay at the club. If you want to win trophies, you have to keep your best players and invest in others to be a strong team. You need to do that with Harry Kane. He is the captain, one of the main figures, one of the best strikers in the world. Because of that, you need to keep Harry Kane at the club. For that, you have to spend money. It is very simple, actually. Now, my thoughts on David Ginola's comments. Well, I completely agree. If you want to win trophies, you have to keep your best players and invest into other players to be a strong team. I completely agree with that statement. Let's hope that Harry Kane will still be a Tottenham Hotspur player come the 1st of September when the transfer window is officially over. And of course, you know, it was a real statement signing for Spurs last week. Christian Romero, you know, when you think about it, Fabio Paratici has only been in his job for 5 weeks. We've already had many players head out the door, and we've already had 3 players come in the door. You know, so when you think about how much time he's had in his job so far, I think that he's done a pretty good job. You know, the thing for me now is whether we will be getting any more defensive reinforcements in this transfer window. For me, is an absolute must. Also, another striker and also a creative midfielder. So, you know, there is less than 3 weeks to go before the transfer window ends. But I believe that, you know, Tottenham Hotspur are still going to spend some money, you know, in the next few weeks. And I'm just hoping that it is on the right players. A report has been published by Manchester Evening News, and they are stating that Harry Kane will not be leaving Tottenham Hotspur to join Manchester City this summer, according to former Spurs boss Harry Redknapp. He said, I spoke to somebody at Tottenham who told me that they think that Harry Kane will stay, which I was quite surprised about. They just think Daniel Levy will not budge from the price that he has put on Harry Kane, and he's not going to say, well, Harry's been a good servant and he really wants to go, so we'll take this for him or whatever. If he doesn't get the money, then I don't think he's going to budge. Unless he gets the money, then he's going to be there next season, and that's what I was told. Now, my thoughts on this whole Harry Kane situation. Personally, I absolutely hate all of this uncertainty. We're now 3 days away until Tottenham Hotspur play Manchester City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the start of the Premier League, and I hate this uncertainty. Will Harry Kane be in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt? Will he be in the starting 11? Will he be on the sub-bench? You know, all of these unanswered questions at the moment. I want to hear from Harry Kane in the next couple of days, certainly, if not today. For him to come out and say, I'm really looking forward to the Premier League season. I'm really looking forward to playing against Manchester City on Sunday. And, you know, just start putting all of these stories to bed. You know, he's got a 3-year contract at Spurs. You know, if Manchester City are not going to come out and spend the money that Daniel Levy wants, then, you know, we need to crack on with this. We need to say to Harry Kane, look, you are a Tottenham Hotspur player. You're going to be putting that shirt on Sunday. Now go and score a goal against City. Thanks for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Stay safe and well. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, come on you Spurs.